Hey besties, welcome back to another vlog. This one is gonna be reading Abby Jimenez for a week. It's currently Monday, and I want to do this because I read Just for the Summer like a month ago probably, and it was a 6-star read. It's probably my favorite book I've ever read. Maybe that's because I'm not super into reading. I think my Goodreads says I've read almost 27 books this month. So this year I'm getting into it, but I also just started reading more in May or June. So when the summer started, and so I'm just starting out reading more. So it is one of my favorites. And I want to see if all of her books are going to be like that, if she's forever an auto-buy author. So I'm going to start out with her first book, which I think is The Friend Zone, if I'm right. And also one of her books, Part of Your World, is my book club's read for the month. So I might put some of my setting up for that too, because I just started a book club and I will lead the first meeting. So I'll do maybe I'll show you everything that I have to set up for it, the PowerPoint and stuff too, and my thoughts. Obviously, I'll give all my thoughts on the books at the end. I won't probably show my book club at the end, just because it makes me nervous to film in front of people if I literally have 5 followers. Not that I don't appreciate you. But so I'm gonna start The Friend Zone today at work. I am just for the next couple of days. I'll actually just be doing mailing stuff, so I'll just be stuffing envelopes pretty much at work. I don't want to give what I do for a job on here probably, but I am a research. Okay, I'm stupid. I'm a research assistant on campus. I don't want to say exactly what I do, because there is we work with people kind of one-on-one, and there's a lot of confidential data that I can't say. But while I'm stuffing envelopes, I think I'm gonna listen to and read along with The Friend Zone, which is her first book, and I'll start that today. I'll keep you updated about how far I get today, because I should be able to maybe finish the book today, if not at least get over halfway through. For sure over halfway through, because I think all of her books are just gonna be a really quick read for me, because she's so good. I love her so much. So I will keep you updated. I am going to just start that book right now, and we'll see how long it's gonna take. Yeah, I don't know why I keep looking over there. The book is on my iPad because I don't have a Kindle, and I don't want to buy a Kindle if it's not necessary. But also if I eventually start making money from YouTube, I think my first purchases are gonna be a camera and then also a Kindle, because I feel it's so much easier to film me reading from a Kindle than it is to film me reading from literally my iPad, which I think my iPad's fine, but it's not the easiest to travel with, so I'm just gonna start reading The Friend Zone, and then I'll keep you updated for where I end for the day. Okay, I just finished reading The Friend Zone. I'm gonna save my rating for the end of the book, but I did really enjoy it. I felt it was good. I will say it does talk about infertility, and the main character deals with that, so if that's something you're going through and you don't feel comfortable reading about, just be forewarned. I will say I really liked the book. I really liked the characters. I didn't love them. I felt they could have been written a little bit better, especially after reading Just for the Summer. I just felt they were lacking a little bit, and I felt they were a little bit too goody two shoes, and almost she wanted to write them a bad aspect about them, but she couldn't. There was also emotional cheating, which I don't really stand for. But that doesn't mean the book was bad. Like, I really love the book. Like, I'm just gonna, like, I just needed to pick out a couple of things that I didn't like about it. But I did really like the book. I think, well, I don't want to give my rating now. I'm just gonna sit on it because I just finished it. It's 8:20. I think I'll just wait to start the other book tomorrow. Because I am filming this at the same time as my ACOTAR video. So if you haven't seen that video, I would go and watch it. It's a good one, I swear. But I would go and watch it after this one, of course. Of course. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're still watching. But I did like the book. Okay, I've been sitting in this parking lot for 5 minutes probably because people just keep pulling in next to me, and granted, like, it's not a big deal. Like, it's literally not their fault. But I'm just trying to film a video here. I'm trying to keep up for all my subscribers. But it's okay. I'm just gonna get over it. People are parked, like, on both sides of me now, like, right next to me, which it wasn't like that before. But I am grateful because then it kind of shields me from, like, everyone else. And so the only problem I would have is if they heard me. I'm never gonna see them again. I'm never going to see any of these people again, so it literally does not matter. Yes, thank you. And that is how I flip my mindset every single time I have this issue. Well, not just this issue, but like a lot of issues is like, if I feel like other people think I'm being weird, I'm just like, I am never gonna see you again. Like, let's get this over with. I'm never gonna see you again. It's not that deep. It's like, life will move on. I will be fine. Period. End of story. Anyway, so I just read the first Abby Jimenez book. I can't remember the title. Okay, so yesterday I just finished The Friend Zone. I don't know why I forgot that. I literally just looked at it on my Kindle. And now I am going to start reading the Happy Ever After playlist. I am going to read not all of it today at work. I just again have to fill out like fill a bunch of envelopes. So I will be able to read and listen and fill out envelopes. Which, okay, it sounds like a lot, but it's like, it's not that much. Like, try like crocheting and reading and listening, or like coloring and reading and listening, or painting or something, you know? And it's like, okay, that feels manageable. I can do that. I can do that. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then, did I say that for the Happy Ever After playlist? Yeah, so I'm just gonna start the Happy Ever After playlist. I will get home at like noon today, and it is Tuesday. I don't normally get home this early, but we're leaving for the Tetons tomorrow, which I think I'm just gonna continue this vlog in the Tetons. Yeah, I think so. We'll see how it goes. See what I'm wanting to read. But we're leaving for the Tetons tomorrow, and my house is like, I don't think it's that dirty. It would take me less than an hour to like actually fully like put everything away, because it's just like clean dishes on the counter. Our like table needs to be cleaned up. I have literally like 2 outfits on my bedroom floor that need to be picked up and sorted through. And then we had like our carpets professionally vacuumed or shampooed yesterday, and so we have to move like our big rugs back. We have like cheap carpet in the apartment because that's just what happened when we were moving in. Like, we didn't get to choose, and we don't have a say in it. But it's okay because we literally paid $900 for rent a month for like a two bedroom apartment. I'm moving a lot. I need to stop. And so I need to move like our rug, because we have like a nice like big rug on top of our carpet. I need to move our rug back under the furniture, and then I need to put like our coffee table back and stuff. And I think that's literally it. Like, I'm all packed except for like day essentials, like a toothbrush, any makeup I want, any hair stuff. Like, that's pretty much it, you know? Yeah, so I don't need all that time, but I also can work from home a little bit. So I figured I'd come in and do some envelopes, and then so I can listen and read at the same time, and then go home. And then I also figured, yeah, so hopefully I finish that book tonight. We'll see. I will keep you updated though. I did enjoy the first one. I think I said that yesterday. Yeah, I'm done here. Okay, I'm on my run currently. It's like I'm running 4 500s. There's a couple cars passing, so hopefully the sound isn't too loud of them. I'm running 4 500s. I think it'll equal 5 miles total, including like warm up and cool down. And I'm just in between laps right now. And I'm just running on like the road. It's really pretty. I'm currently listening to The Worst Wingman Ever by Jimenez. I think it says it's supposed to take like 36 minutes to listen to, so I'll definitely finish that while I'm running. And I don't think I'll update you now. I'll show you a picture of a video of the sunset because it's really pretty, and then I will update you with how I'm feeling about the book, the little tiny novella. But I'll keep you updated. Okay, it's currently Friday. I'm getting dressed to go, well, I am dressed to go to the pool. So I'm about, not the pool, the lake. I'm about to go to the lake, and do some swimming, so that should be fun. I am gonna start, I think it's called Life's Too Short. It's the 3rd book in her first series. I'll probably finish that today because I think it's only 360 pages on Kindle, and I'm just gonna read that on my Kindle, well, on my phone probably today actually, because it's a little easy to carry around and I don't actually have a Kindle, I just use my iPad. And then I'm gonna also finish yours truly today. I just have 100 pages from yesterday. Oh, also I finished the 2nd book in the first series. I can't remember the name, so I'll just put it right here. It was really good. I really liked it. The Happy Ever After place. Yes, that's what it's called. I really liked it. Yeah, I'll give you like a full review at the end, but I really did like it. We were watching like a scary movie last night, so I kind of read and watched it because I just hate scary movies. Yep, that's all I have to say. I'll keep you updated on the 2 books. I'll finish both of them today, and then the video will be ended today. I'll probably wait till I get home to give you a wrap up of all the books, but I'll keep you updated. Okay, I'm currently in the bathroom of my room. We're staying at, it's like a 12-person Airbnb. Well, there's 18 of us here, but it's like a friend's family owns it, so it's totally okay that there's 18 of us here. Hopefully this doesn't echo. I'm really scared that it does. So I'm talking quiet, so hopefully you can hear me. Also, my hair's a mess. So we got here at like 5-ish. It was like a 5-hour drive, so it wasn't terrible, and I read not the whole time because we were talking for like an hour, but I read for a while. I think I'm at page like 220 right now, and then we went swimming. I think I ended at like 200, and then we ate dinner, and then we went swimming. Now it's like 8:30 almost, and I page like 200 in the book. I think it was like 3 miles, 67 pages in the book. So I might finish today, I might finish tomorrow. I'll keep you updated. I don't really know how much to mention, I am really liking the book. There's a little bit too much, like, sex involved in it. Am I allowed to say that on YouTube? Yeah, there's a little too much smut for me, but it's okay. It's just like too much like sexual tension, but it could be worse actually. And it's like not bad tension. It's just like a little bit overplayed for me, but I do like it. I am really enjoying it, and I think the relationship is a lot more than that. And so I'd say 4.5 stars or above. We'll see.
With friends with her mom all the time.
That's so strange.
I freaking cheated too. I'd like look it up. There was like a website. That's what I freaking want for. She's.
Thought you should have been a little nicer to him.
Oh yeah.
Because he was feeling awkward too.
Okay, so I've actually discovered the lighting is better this way. Maybe I did yesterday's clip at night. I think I did, rather than this way. So we're gonna quickly film today's video. Not today's video. Today's little segment. I got a cute little Yellowstone shirt. I'm reading the second book in, I think it's Yours Truly. Yeah, Yours Truly. I understand why they wrote the name. Why she wrote like Yours Truly as the name of the book now. I'm loving the book. I'm obsessed. There's a chance it's gonna be 5 stars. Something happens, and like a good thing happens, and it's just so wholesome, and I love the MMC. Like, words cannot be put. Like, I love him. I'm almost halfway through with it, I believe. And I'm just gonna keep reading. Today we went to Yellowstone. We did like a 5-mile hike. We looked at like 2 geysers. Is that what they're called? 2 geysers. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And then we went to Old Faithful too, and we went. I think I heard someone. And we went to Old Faithful. It was really fun. I read on the way there and on the way back. It was like an hour drive there and an hour drive back. And that's pretty much the only time I've had to read. So I'm just going to sit down and finish the book today. It's currently 5 o'clock, so I literally have like 5+ hours to read. And I think people are just going to go swimming, which I don't really want to go swimming. Like, I'm kind of tired. So I'm just going to sit out by the dock because we're like at a lake, like at a lake cabin. So I'm just going to sit out by the dock and chill and read. Welcome to the end of this video. I hope you have enjoyed watching me at Yellowstone and watching these little vlog. This little vlog, I swear I know how to do English. I just wanted to go over my reviews on the book, on all 5 of the books. 6 of the books I read this week. All Abby Jimenez, I love them all. Hopefully I've vlogged enough for you. I literally can't remember. It's such a blur. I am obsessed with Abby Jimenez. I'm hoping that all of her books will be like just for the summer and Yours Truly. But we will see, and I'm just gonna quick fire give you my rating and my review on the books. And if you want to see synopsis of the books, either look them up or you can go to my September TBR video. And I did like a pretty good job explaining what they were about there, and I would recommend that if you want more in-depth synopsis. Otherwise, this reading vlog is mostly just like, if you want to read the book, watch this vlog, which I know you do now that you've seen this vlog. I know you do. So the first book was, I have my Goodreads right here. because it's been a long week. The first book was The Friend Zone. I rated this one 4 out of 5 stars. I just love the way that Abby Jimenez writes. I think there was a little bit too much trauma dumping for what I would have enjoyed. Like, we could have gone a little bit more without, like, it being her whole life, if that makes sense. And it feels like there was just, like, a lack of good communication. Yeah. I don't know if that would have made the book a little bit more boring, but that's okay because I enjoyed it. I did. But that's my opinion. And then the next book I read was the Happy Ever After playlist. I rated this one 4.75 stars out of 5. I don't know what could have been changed. I really liked this book. The ending was beautiful. It really wrecked my soul. I may have cried a little bit, but I'm just a crier. I think the miscommunication trope was handled well in this book. I don't like a miscommunication trope, and maybe that's why I dumped it down a little bit. But I think it was handled well. Like, I didn't mind it as much in this book. And then the next book I read was Life's Too Short. I rated this one a 5 stars. This book was just so beautiful. I loved the characters. I loved getting, like, immersed in the story. And I liked watching, like, most of the characters grow. And I thought it was interesting. I think sometimes, like, authors will be, like, all or nothing, like, we all grow or we all don't grow. And I think Abby Jimenez in this book did a really great job at, like, being like, okay, like, not everyone is perfect. Like, not everything is perfect at the end of this book. But, like, love will survive. And their love is, like, just a great testament of that. And I think it's, like, just a beautiful ending to, like a perfect ending to not a perfect story, if that makes sense. Like, her writing was beautiful. I rated it 5 stars. I think the plot was good, and it was a good slow burn, which I love a slow burn. So do with that what you will. The Worst Wingman Ever, tiny novella. I rated it 4 stars. It was Abby Jimenez. I thought it was great. I wish it was longer. That's the only thing. Nothing else I can say about it. It was tiny. I think if you listen to it, it takes less than, like, an hour. Maybe that's just because I had it on, like, 3 times speed, because I feel like audiobooks reads it too slow for me at 1 time speed. I'm like, who listens to it at this? But people do, so I'm not gonna judge. And I like have friends that do. But it's a little too slow for my liking. Part of Your World, I rated a 4.5. There was a little bit too much, like, I don't know, there was a little bit too much smut for me. Maybe smut's not the right word. What would you call it? Just, like, sex? There's, like, a little bit too much sex for me. Because it is, like, it's a one-night stand, and then they turn it into, like, a relationship down the road. And I don't know, it's like, I get that it's based on a one-night stand, but, like, it's just a little too much. But I don't think that took away from the story at all. So that's why I still rated it a 4.5. And then it also had, like, the miscommunication trope, which I can't vibe with all the time. But I loved the book. Like, I could look past it, and that's why I did, and I rated it 4.5. And then the last book from her I read was Yours Truly, and it was a 5 stars. This is most people's, like, favorite book from her, other than Just for the Summer. I think Just for the Summer is the most popular one, and then this one, and I think that's because she does a great job with character growth. And I just think, like, not character growth necessarily. Okay, yes, obviously I don't mean to say that she does a bad job with it. But she does, like, in this one, she addresses anxiety really head on, and then in Just for the Summer, she addresses, depression and, okay, Daisy, it's your favorite book, and you can't even, abuse, neglect, like, all of that, and she just addresses, like, different things, PTSD too, I think she has, and I think Abby Jimenez does a good job at being able to, like, show you love and how to move past those like insecurities that you have. And this book just did like a beautiful job at showing anxiety and showing like how if you love somebody with anxiety, like this is what you should do for them and this is how you can help them. And it was just so beautiful coming from somebody who has like slight social anxiety. Like I would never say it's terrible, like people have it a lot worse than me, but I do. And I thought it was good. Overall, I would recommend Abby Jimenez to literally anybody with eyes who can read, or ears who can listen to an audiobook, because it was just, she's a beautiful author and her writing is stunning. I think she has beautiful, like, the lines in her books are gorgeous and her stories are so perfect. And not everything by Abby Jimenez has been a 5-star. But I think she's grown a lot as an author. As I've been able to read her books, I've been able to see, like, wow, like, her writing has gotten good. And she's, like, a good author. So I think she is an auto-buy author for me. I will buy anything moving forward unless she gets, like, bad, you know? But I don't foresee that at all. So I'm excited to see her new future books and just keep reading literally anything she puts out. I will eat that up. I will eat it up. Okay, so I will see you in my next vlog. I believe it's gonna be my ACOTAR vlog, and so from romance to fantasy. So I'm excited to see you next week. Bye bye.